Zach Glass here with video journal number 5 for BPT 215. We'll be discussing how the skills I've learned in the BPT program could be applied in the realm of social media content creation. Also, what tools I've been using are similar to the tools used in social media content creation. Starting off with the skills that I've kind of picked up on that are similar. Offer original and unique content. Well, that we've been working on original and unique content in all of our classes since the beginning of the program, whether it's audio clips from Mr. Smith that we did on audition, video journals for you. I would say this is practice with content creation. You get familiar with going one-on-one with the camera and getting your point across on various subjects. Also, video editing, Mr. Matt, and then Photoshop and picture editing with Mr. Matt. So you're getting pretty much the full circle there as far as creating content. Also, copywriting and doing a screenplay. Doing a storyboard, doing a storyboard also practice. So you're getting literally, you're running the entire gambit there with the content creation in this program. So if you don't feel like by the time we're not even done with the program, but if you don't get to this part of the program and feel like you've mastered a good bit of creating original content and making unique content and being comfortable with it, then I don't know what you've been doing, because it's pretty immersive when it comes to that. So and that's what social media creation is. I think it's thinking of good content, how it can affect the audience that you're trying to reach, and how to get your whatever point you're trying to get across in a unique and creative way. Real-time content also, keeping things applicable to current events and things like that. We've done pretty good with that, especially with the broadcast journalism, and in writing rundowns for the news program with Mr. Matt. Everything's current events driven. It's not stuff, it's not made up pieces. So like you're getting good practice on finding good stories that are current and rewriting them in a entertaining and compelling way. Sorry, my dog's scratching himself behind me. Listening to feedback. Paying attention to, I guess, what's your comment sections and your likes and all that. It's similar to probably listening to just feedback from your professors and from your classmates, because we've been able to get, he is still scratching himself. Are you okay? Sorry. Getting feedback from your classmates and your professors and things like that. I even get feedback from my wife and my friends on certain things. Listening to that and being able to process it and use it in a very in a positive way, and to make your work better is also very important. I think that translates in any industry, but from this program, it would translate into being able to do that good in a social media content creator role. Those are the main ones that I picked up on there. Using data and analytics, we've done a little bit of that. We definitely have learned the terminology in the industry, but I feel like if you can learn that terminology just in the broadcasting industry, it's probably very similar in the social media content industry. But yeah, it says make use of humor. Personally, I think a lot of us are pretty good at that in the BPT program too. As far as moving on to the tools, on the link you gave us, I wasn't familiar with a lot of these tools, but a lot of these tools look like things that you find in Adobe for if you pay the premium. You get a lot of this stuff with Adobe, like Canva, all the templates and things like that, and Crello. I've seen that on Adobe, and I've used some of that with Adobe. In fact, whenever I was making my not my functional resume, the Photoshop resume for Mr. Matt, I came across a really nice template for a resumes of that sort, and I had to resist the temptation of paying the whatever it was just to plug my information in there and then send in, but I made it myself, and I'm glad I did. But I was tempted to do that. So yeah, Adobe has a lot of this stuff. Obviously, Premiere and Photoshop, and we use PowerPoint a few times for your classes, and I think Prezi's just a PowerPoint for your phone. It looks like. I use Grammarly. I've used Grammarly ever since I went back to school. It's not only does it make writing easier, you'll relearn some things that you've been doing wrong that you thought were right since, I guess, middle school or high school, depending on when you took certain classes. So yeah, I feel like my grammar's gotten better. Grammarly is a great tool. Sitting here looking at Anchor. If you're going to do a podcast, Anchor is awesome. All these are good tools. As far as what we've used, though, all the ones with templates and all the editing tools that are mentioned here, all are very similar to what we've been using and what we learned, or what we're learning how to use within the Adobe Creative Cloud. So I think we wouldn't even need to use those if we didn't. I think that some of those would be kind of just repetitive to even download. Obviously, they all would have great benefits, but I think at this point we're probably to the point where we're above that, where we don't need to use pre-designed templates. We can make our own. Yeah, we don't need to use little hacks and things like that. Now, I will say that having access to media and things like that for this Crello looks really good, where you have access to little pictures and clip arts and videos and B-roll type things and music too, it looks like. So that would be the one that I would probably, out of all these, that I would download. Well, I will see you in class. Thank you.